Okay, this is 2009 as of 2 minutes ago. Right now I'm with Tim and Leslie. They've been coming to Arnold's Way for about a year or so. And between them they lost like almost 130, 140 pounds. They are new people completely, and what they're going to do is share their story of today, what happened yesterday, and what will happen tomorrow.
There we go. I love it. Okay, so like you said, we've been raw for about a year, and we've talked to a lot of people, like Arnold himself, who's been raw for many years, and they say it gets better. It gets better and better. I've lost 110 pounds. This is my wife, Leslie.
Hi, I've lost a little over 20 pounds and feel great, have lots of energy. I'm out on the track running 4 miles every day. When I used to detest running, I never thought I would ever be doing that, and I just feel fantastic. And he's running, he ran 11 miles yesterday.
11 and a half, don't forget.
11 and a half miles, and a year ago you could barely walk a mile, right?
Well, I could walk a mile, but again, it was difficult.
265 pounds.
Well, there were occasions
exactly.
when he asked me to tie his shoes, so.
Right, exactly. So it makes a big difference, that's true. And it's all because of raw food. Raw food is, I back it 100%, I'm 100% raw and will never change, I know I won't. Eating is an ecstasy for the taste buds. I coined the phrase taste blossoms because your taste buds just become exotic. It's just incredible, and I highly recommend it to anybody that has a weight problem, because I eat tons of food. We always kiddingly say the raw people are monkeys, I think now, because all we do is eat bananas.
Well, I got my monkey bars.
That's your monkey bars.
But bananas aren't the only thing that you eat.
That's true too. We don't want the myth of that.
The raw diet that we're on is a raw vegan diet, so all plant-based foods, which includes wheat, some nuts and seeds, as well as fruits and vegetables. We have green smoothies, which is a blender drink that most people know about, with leafy greens and fruit, and that's our breakfast after we come off the track in the morning.
And you earn your breakfast, right?
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Every morning you earn your breakfast.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
they started with earning your breakfast at half a mile, now you're up to 11 and a half miles.
Oh yeah, well I've ran 10 miles 7 times now.
Wow.
In the past 3 or 4 months. We've been running since September, and we're really into it. Running becomes very addictive. But I also caution, I think, it's my opinion, but I think you should be on raw to really be a runner. I don't think being a cooked food is as wise, because we've known a lot of people that passed, running because of the diet. I really believe that.
Passed, you like passed away?
Yeah, passed away. Like Jim Fixx and Charles Atlas. Bruce Lee was a big runner. There's a lot of people, but I think diet has a lot to do with it. I really believe that that's with a proper diet.
Well, the one thing about being on raw is that if you do get injured in any way, you heal very fast. So there have been times...
Your recovery time is quick.
Very quickly, overnight. So Leslie had to pull a tendon that was actually swollen. The next day it went away. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Very incredible.
And your goal is actually to run in Africa, right? 55 miles?
I was thinking about the Conrad's Marathon. It's 55 miles in South Africa. But I was thinking of creating my own. I want to do a 100-mile marathon, which they don't have. So I'm going to create the Arnold Marathon. I thought, well, there you go. 100 miles.
I'm just going to time
Arnold, right?
Yeah, that's right.
The Arnold Marathon.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And how long do you think 100 miles?
Well, I'm going to tie him to the car by a rope, and he's going to trot alongside the car.
Yeah, right.
But that's 180 kilometers.
180 kilometers.
But I don't think it's impossible. I think raw, we're getting into some really magical things with it that we can do it. I think there's a lot of limitations out there. For instance, when I first started running, there's an innocence, a real fresh innocence about running. Then I started measuring things on the internet and talking to people, and it kind of takes away that innocence, and now you're into the competitive worlds, which I think you need to...
By the way, he's 58 years old, has no gray.
Oh, there we go. See, there you have it.
58 years old, was he gray last year?
Yeah, a little bit. I was a little bit. It goes away.
Goes away. Gray goes away.
Gray goes away. But to see the whole point about there's a lot of magic in doing raw, and I think we can raise the bar on some of this so-called competitiveness. So I'm really serious. I want to make a 100-mile thing that doubles the Conrad Marathon in South Africa, which is the longest marathon. 26.2 should be nothing. I was trying to get 15 the other day, and I just quit at 11 and a half because the temperature wasn't so great. It was 43. That's not bad, and it was sunny but windy.
And how fast do you do 11 and a half miles in?
11 and a half miles I'm doing about 10 and a half minutes, something
10 and a half minutes, 11 and a half miles.
Yeah, something like
that. 1 second. 10 and a half minutes for 11 and a half miles.
10 and a half per mile.
He's not that fast.
No, not that fast. That'd be amazing.
That's pretty good.
10 minutes a mile would be...
I mean, 26 miles, 26 minutes.
So you're doing about 116 minutes, So total would be 11.66, which isn't really blistering fast,
Right.
but I'm pushing 60. So,
You're pushing 60.
I'll be 59 this year.
Right.
And the ratio for my age is about, you're doing 15-minute miles. When I do a 10-minute mile, I'm 5 minutes under the mean. The base of
So
my
this YouTube should be based on running then. The topic should be running and getting younger.
Yeah, I think so. I think running and getting younger longevity is very important. Longevity, because
And you attribute that to green smoothies, mostly fruit and leafy greens.
Yeah, but
absolutely.
also stretching exercise like yoga is very important.
Oh yeah, very
too.
important. Yeah, yoga, stretching is we do that every day.
We do that before we go running.
In fact, you have a class, don't you?
A yoga class?
Well, you give classes on. What do you give classes on?
Well, we give classes on a spiritual path called Akata, A-K-A-T-H-A.
Okay.
And that teaches a contemplative method. It looks like a meditation-like practice, which we recommend also, because that's part of healthy longevity, is going within. And we also recommend for people that are religious to do an introspective prayer technique, like closing the eyes, like more of a meditation, and therefore you take the inner energy to bring it outward. And that has a lot to do, and thank you for that, Arnold.
Thank you.
Because,
well, you told me to do it.
Well, yeah, but it's important because we think the meditation is how...
Twisted my arms, Arnold, to ask me a question.
Yeah, the meditation is very important for healthy longevity because the ancient masters have been doing meditation for a long time.
And where can people learn more about
So it's all a blend.
Spell it.
A-K-A-T-H-A. And the T-H-A is not pronounced, it's pronounced like a T, Akata. Akata.com. And you can check that out. It's very simple. We talk about soul travel, traveling within out-of-body projection, but that's mainly a result of doing this meditation-like contemplation.
Which is raw food helps you even more so.
Very much so. The raw food is a result of it. By
raw food can get you any place where you want.
Sure.
Your eyes.
Absolutely.
So we want to go right now, go anywhere.
That's right.
Wherever you want to go.
Yeah,
well, anywhere you want. Anywhere you decide.
Okay.
The decision's the hardest part sometimes.
Wow, we have to decide.
Making a decision. Because there's so many great places you would like to go, but you...
How about this house?
Yeah, there you go. That's where we are.
We're already here.
We're already there.
That was instantaneous.
Instantaneous. Didn't even think about it. So you did lost 110 pounds. You lost 20 pounds.
Yeah.
You both your running has increased from 0 to almost 11.5 miles.
Oh, yeah.
And your goal now is 100 miles.
Well, I want to make a marathon.
And you're gonna make a projection by this year, the same time
100
next
miles?
year.
Well, I don't know, but
But you're gonna have that started.
Roger Heskey was talking the other day about this gentleman that was running 14 miles a day, and then he increased it to 20 miles, but he was doing it on sand on a beach. Wow. Incredible. You can imagine that. So that spurred me on thinking, gee, I could probably, Leslie and I want to get up to 5 miles per day.
100 miles, how long would that take?
100 miles would take about, about 6 hours, maybe, something like that. Yeah, it's about 6 hours.
So you're going to tell the viewers by this time next year you'll be running 100 miles?
No, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, that might not be impossible. That might not be impossible. But
it may not be impossible, but it might be a good commitment.
Yeah, it's a good commitment. Well, see, 50, it would be a little more than 6 hours. It would be more like about 12 hours.
12 hours, that's a long
time. For 100 miles, maybe somewhere in that. Yeah, it's a long time. See, so that's the whole point. When you're out there and pacing yourself, your body has to be built up to some tremendous strength. Right. Even when I'm running, I'm learning a lot about myself. At 11.5 miles, I was buckling on the 46th lap a little bit, but I just not. It was a bone thing. It was like the leg felt like rubber.
We have Tim and Arnold here. Time is almost up. And anything last words you got to say to the 10,000 viewers who want to see this?
Well, raw food,
Raw food.
Raw food.
Raw food.
The inner exercise with the outer exercise, and that blend makes for perfection.
Excellent.
Okay, we should hug each other. Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, very good. Okay, cut.